All right. We're live. Welcome.
Hey guys.
They, no, they're not here right now. You don't have to like stare them in the eyes.
So what?
All right. Listen. Welcome to the first inaugural. I'm trying to think of all the first annual
Oh my gosh.
uh, episode of
Wait,
Hey, we need to talk.
we need to talk.
Um, so who are you?
Who am I? Who
Yeah.
are we?
Who are you?
I am Ebony Davis, Mrs. Davis. Um, I kind of like put a Mrs. on a lot of different things that I do. So I'm Mrs. Davis.
Yeah, that's because she.
Mrs.
That's what the people call her.
Designs by Davis. Mrs. Sis So Dope. We can
Hold
do
on,
that
I was
later.
gonna do that. Don't be trying to steal my.
Anyways,
Hold on, I'm Carl, aka
Mr. Davis.
Did I?
Sorry.
AKA Mr. DBD. Designs by Davis. Uh, you'll learn about that later. That's to come. Together we are the Davises, I guess. I've never really talked about us as the Davises.
No, we haven't.
That's weird. Um,
We have been married for 10 years. It was 10 years back in May. We did a virtual anniversary party because
COVID.
Rona is out here and she doing her thing. Okay.
Bro, also, can we just talk about how tired I am? All right.
So we have been, for the most part, in chilling. We don't really do much or go anywhere or anything like that.
Stuck in the house.
Pretty much. And then on top of being stuck in a house together, we have little people.
Oh, gee.
Okay? Little people. And those little people.
Oh, can I say this?
Sure.
If you know us, you know our kids because my wife posts everything about our life on Facebook.
That is not true.
And she hashtags David Shenanigans.
It's not.
So sometimes you see these interesting things that we go through. Like Chase climbed up in the. Never mind.
Yes, he climbed. He did something to his brother. Didn't want his brother to get him back, so he climbed up into the closet, all the way to the top of the closet, and just was sitting there looking down because he was trying to.
I got a picture, so depending on how this goes, I may be able to put it in here, but I'm not gonna promise that because I'm still new at this.
A mess. Okay, and then we have that's Chase. That's our middle son. We also have our oldest son, Carl.
My namesake.
Yes. He is such a joy and he is so pleasant.
The most wonderful child.
He is
in
the
our house.
best in the absolute world.
Greatest son you could ask for.
And he does not have a mouth at all.
Nope. Never
you
talks
say something to him and he says, "Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir."
I'll get right on it. He's
negative.
8. He's 8.
Okay. Negative. The kid is smart and he knows it.
Brilliant.
Beyond. And he knows it, y'all. And he will test and poke and poke and poke and poke some more. And it takes everything in you. Okay.
Everything in you and some more.
Like
and
that.
Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit.
The whole Trinity be having a way down on us and put us in restraints.
I'm not even Catholic, but I'll be like this.
We need help. No, but he's a great kid, but he know how to push some buttons. And if he does not have something to do, you
will know about it.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes. And then we have Miss Carly.
The angel.
In Daddy's eyes.
No, that was a joke too.
I'm about to say, because listen. And she
is her big brother's sister.
Yeah. She very well likes things how she likes it. She's also our dancer. She just be in here all that. Like, ain't nobody got time for all that. Like,
but what's funny is we didn't tell them to get out of here today. But they're not in here.
They're not. That is funny.
Which is really rare because I feel like we have magnets attached to us. And everywhere we go in the house, it just drags them along with us. Like, we hardly ever just have this.
Right. Or they'll be like, Mommy, Mama, Mama. Over it. Okay.
I've been over it. What month is it?
This is July. July. We're still in July.
This pandemic started in March.
Yeah, we was working from home and we had to be teachers from like, come on. It was
I'm gonna admit this right now. Worst teacher ever right here. Okay.
Patience like this thing. So
never mind, can't tell them my business.
Anyways.
People might call the people.
Then we have a bonus kid. She's our bonus. She's our help. She's
the superstar kid.
For real, bro. Can't ask me anything better. Her name is Simone. She is 15. And yeah.
Hopefully by the time all of our kids get to her age, they act like her.
She be so chilled. Listen, chilled. Okay. But sometimes we have to make her come out her room because she be trying to be on Carl
pushes her buttons.
Yeah.
Because he don't discriminate. He push everybody.
He don't care how big you are.
He push everybody buttons.
He be like, and she be like, no, it's not. And I'll be like, shut up.
Let's not imitate them because it's just gonna make me.
Listen, so we have a very interesting family. Very, very interesting. Yes. But we love our crew regardless. One traded for nothing in the world. We laugh repeatedly.
Sometimes you have to laugh and keep them from crying.
It is not that bad.
Oh, wait.
It is not that bad. But yes. So that's our family. I am a counselor as my profession. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that background noise. That's what we're talking about right there. But yes.
She's my counselor.
I'm a counselor. That's what I do for her.
And my career choice. You'll soon find out.
So, I work with youth. Well, not youth, but I pretty much work with like older. I know my
youth. Why are you saying this? Why you?
But like, I'm not like a. Well, yeah, I work with youth. That's been my niche since I graduated from college. So
yeah, she's smart. She got degrees. I just work in finance.
But he has a brilliant mind. Okay, especially when it comes to the numbers and all
crunch numbers.
He crunch numbers. So yes.
And we also do own our own business.
Why are you saying it so slow?
Because I didn't know if I don't like to call it a small business because I don't want to put limits on my business.
Oh, okay, no, we own our own business. We are entrepreneurs. Okay.
But after work, we own a business. That's a whole different story. No, we don't need to get into that.
What?
How people just be like, "Can y'all do this?"
Oh, yeah. We are employed somewhere else, and then we
have a family.
We have a family, and we also run our own business. So that's who we are.
Designs by Davis on Facebook if you want to follow us.
Yeah, Designs by Davis.
We make clothes like this shirt.
And like this one. Like this See, try to get one out, y'all.
That's what you can do when you're married.
That's what.
So yeah, that's us. That's Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
Why are you acting so?
The Davises.
What's wrong?
I wanted to be professional when
Loosen up. You
when
do
I
it.
said the Davises, because that's a weird.
I just want to let y'all know that he is not typically this. We are the Davises
It's just
car.
okay. Let me just be
No.
honest. It's kind of weird just talking to a camera. Even though I watch a million podcasts, like that's pretty much what I do. It's just weird, but and I don't want to make this too long. All right. So, why did we decide to do this podcast? We're still going. Why did we decide?
Why did we decide to do this?
Because.
So, background.
Wait, you asked me, then you take over.
Okay, so last year in, I think it was maybe May, we were talking and we were strategizing how we were going to introduce our podcast, and the name was going to be We Love Love. I think that was the name or something like that.
We love love,
and
we choose love.
Yeah, choose love.
But that wasn't sitting right. It wasn't hitting right.
Yeah, so we had decided that's what we were going to do. So we went on our anniversary trip, and the thing was, once we got back home, we were going to record. But what's crazy is every single time we decided that we were going to record, we got into it about something. Yeah. Every single time. So
it's funny that we didn't get into it this time.
So, needless to say, we had kind of put that off to the side, set it on the shelf, and was like, forget it, bro. We ain't worried about it. And then we continued kind of talking about it, like sharing different ideas, but it was not like, okay, we're gonna record. It was like none of that. It was just like we're just trying to talk about it, have ideas and things of that sort. And so from there, pandemic hit. And it's just like, dang. So it began to be pressed on us, like, okay, I think now's the time to get out there and share. My ponytail falling out. Sorry. So here we are now, and we always knew that we wanted to talk about marriages. We wanted to talk about real life stuff because, one, we married, and two, real life happened in this house all the time.
Well, I think it goes like a little further than that too. We kind of corner the marriage thing at our local church also.
Why are you trying to be so like? Stop. Stop.
Yeah, so we facilitate classes at church.
Yes, at our church.
About marriage.
Mm-hmm. About marriage. It's called.
And when you see like marriages,
I'm trying to say what the name of it.
Oh, go ahead.
It's called Dynamic Marriage. It's a 9-week curriculum, and it's for like so good. If you really put it to work, it is the bomb. Okay.
So once you see like the dynamics of marriage, we kind of notice like a trend that like, hey, everybody kind of goes through similar things, but as we're walking through, we kind of feel like this is only us problem. But we were like, man, we could just get it out there that it ain't just you. Then
no, not at all. Okay.
Then it would make it feel more. I don't know, like you can get over this, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was what I thought. So if we just come on here and tell y'all how we be fighting all the time, even though we don't fight all the time, or whatever we're going through, it might spark a connection with you and be like, hey, I did that too. It might Might help you. You comment on some videos and help us. We all could walk this thing out together.
Right.
We just trying to show what good marriages are, because it's a lot of depictions of people like, man, I don't want to get married, or oh, marriage ain't for me. But I don't think that I would not want to be married.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, even though we've been married for 10 years now, we don't have all the answers. We don't have like, I guess the same thing, like all the answers, but there's certain things that we've done or we've learned and we've applied them that has helped us along the way. So that's another reason why we wanted to do the podcast, is to kind of share some of those things that have kind of helped us on this journey. Because to be perfectly honest, we very well could have been the next divorced couple. Like we could have, had we not, bruh, stop playing. Had we not been connected to, number one, had a relationship with Jesus Christ. Number two, been connected to the ministry that we're connected to. And number three, having the understanding that when we first got married, that divorce wasn't even an option. So,
like my uncle said, listen,
yeah,
if she start packing, I'm gonna start packing too. Like, where are we going? Okay, so
yes, and it's been times we have, like, I'm talking about hardcore, y'all got into it. I'm talking about bad, where I was like, is this it?
That's a shame. You just give up on it.
Is this it? Like, I don't think I signed up for that. So yes, I've had my moments of that. So I definitely can, and I'm sure he's had his too.
Hey, speak for yourself.
You shared that you had yours. Anyway,
I need you to speak for me.
He's had his moments like that as well. But once we have cooled off and chilled, God dealt with both of us. We knew how to come back, revisit it. And if it's something that we couldn't necessarily agree on, it's just that moment where you have to agree to disagree and do what's best for the entire unit, like your marriage. That's it.
Do you want to be right? Do you want to be married?
Okay. That's his favorite line that he says. But yeah, so that's who we are. That's why we want to do this. And we are huge advocates for marriage, flat out.
We want to see every marriage win.
Every marriage. But we want to see every marriage win.
Every marriage win.
So this is not the one. We're not the ones to be like, let it go. I wouldn't even do it. Girl, don't. What he said? No.
Not unless you got black eyes and busted up head.
Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna come help you pack your stuff.
Yeah, but if there's a will, there's a way. Okay, yes. We are never the ones that are gonna give you the advice. Leave. Oh no, you shouldn't do it. No, we're gonna give you some good, clean, godly advice.
What kind of advice? What kind?
Good, clean, godly.
Okay.
And we gonna tell you to work that thing out. Talk to your husband. Talk to your wife.
Yes, talk about it.
Fix that thing.
And then that's another thing too. Like, you have to learn to talk to each other. Okay, I know we kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but that was one of the things that we had to learn and understand. Learning how to talk to each other and learning how that person receives and how they're not going to receive, because you can't yell at me and think that I'm going to receive what you're saying.
Because you got to watch your tone and your delivery.
Facts. Okay. He knows that's not gonna work with me. Don't yell at me. Like that's just it. I cannot.
Now them kids, I yell at them kids all the time. All the time.
He do, and even with those kids, I tell him that there's a time for it. Okay. fathers, mothers, there's a time for yelling, and then there's also a time to deliver another way. Okay. It does not mean that you're weak. It does not mean that they're gonna get out. No, all kids do not need you yelling at them. Sorry, that's the counselor side of me. Okay. Okay, so moving on. I'm pretty sure you guys are like, dang, where does name come from? Babe, we need to talk.
Come on, man. Listen, all you husbands, I know y'all done got that phone call or that text, and she like, babe, we need to talk. And first, your heart be like, just drop, like, boom. And then you start, and you be like, oh, God, what I done did now.
Straighten up, fly right when you think you did nothing.
What I done did now. And you just be regretting, like, so I would much rather, let's just talk about this, fellas. Can you just talk about what you need to talk about without the whole introduction of we need to talk? Why we can't just get into it? Like, why we got to have this whole build up?
But I'm just expressing to you, hey, just a heads up, this is what we need to talk about.
I don't need a heads up.
Well, I like to provide the heads up. Hey, we need to talk. And typically when that comes, a lot of times I just be like, what you doing? And then I just go start rambling on about
See, and that's even worse because it's like you setting us up and then you just let us down.
Because I want you to know that this is serious.
But then you don't talk about it.
Yes, I do.
I mean, you talk about a whole bunch of stuff that ain't really bad.
No, I'm saying typically when I say, babe, we need to talk, it's something that's like of importance, like for real. Yes. So when have I said that to you? And what conversation?
The last conversation?
Yeah.
The business conversation.
Oh yeah. We did. So typically
check us out on Facebook, you can see.
Typically when I say, babe, we need to talk, it's either of several reasons. Okay. One being that we need to discuss something financially, whether we need to pay for something, whether I want to buy something, or whether we need to kind of get some things in order, because I am aware of something new. Okay. Two, it is when when I feel some type of way. Whether I feel like I've been neglected, whether I feel like I'm not getting enough attention, or if he has slipped in him being intentional. If he's not doing what he's been doing, then that's when we need to talk, because now I'm feeling some kind of way. The third thing is, well, it used to be when I found out that I was pregnant, and I had to tell him, but it's not. But he ain't getting no more of baby, we need to talk for that. So pretty much it's gonna be financial, or we need to what? Whatever. You better get your game together. Anyways, so yeah, those are pretty much the reasons why.
And that's why it's every time I'll be like, what we got to talk about?
So yeah, that's why, baby, we need to talk. So now,
because one thing you know about me, I ain't trying to spend no money. I mean, the second one I'm okay with. Okay, if I'm falling off, yeah, tell me. That's cool. I can deal with that a little better now.
I'm about to say now.
Yeah, I'm better at dealing with those things.
He's much better now.
But that third one and that first one, ain't nobody trying to have no babies to spend no money. So yeah.
You ain't trying to have more babies?
Not at all. I mean, we could practice.
A mess. Okay. So if you practice, you getting ready for it?
Practice.
Okay, anyways. So, yes, last time we had a baby we need to talk moment, we were discussing the business. Because Carl.
I'm going to say most of our baby need to talk moments recently, for the most part. Not 100%, but have been about this business.
The business.
I love the business.
Now, for those who are out here running a business with your spouse and you have no issues whatsoever, and y'all just doing it, y'all
Can you send me a blueprint?
And gelling, like,
send me the blueprint.
Hook us up, okay? Matter of fact, send us an email. DavisCreation0525.
I'm about to buy some sock and boppers.
At gmail.com.
And we just gonna keep them in the lab.
Listen.
And we just gonna put a ring down.
Y'all gotta help us. Like, we're not where we used to be. Thank you, Jesus. Okay.
She's not where she used to be.
We are not where we used to be. When we first started this business almost 2 years ago, I'm telling you, it was nice. We wanted to straight, like, strangle each other. Like, it was rough. I knew I wanted to still off on him.
She's not where she used to be.
We used to be up till like 2 o'clock in the morning making shirts, bags, whatever, and still had to get up at 5, 6 o'clock to go to work the next morning, y'all.
She's not where she used to be.
So, anyways, pandemic hit. I thought my husband had got so depressed, y'all. I'm praying like God was wrong. Help him, give him his fire back, Jesus. Lord, he needs you. Like, come through, touch his heart, whatever.
Don't play it off like
whatever was bothering his mind. God, free him of that thing. I'm talking about. I was the praying wife, okay, and I was praying hard too, because I knew he enjoyed designing and creating, but he like stepped all the way back out. He hadn't stepped foot in the lab for like weeks, and I was like, something ain't right. So I'm like, man, he depressed. Like, I know he depressed. So come to find out, he said that he did feel some kind of way. You know?
I was a little. Don't make it seem like
I'm saying you did. He said that he was feeling some kind of way. And so we talked about it, and I felt like, okay, this is it. Like, he's getting ready to come out of this. Like, he's going to be set free. No. He continued to remain out of the lab, okay? And
my heart was there.
No, it wasn't.
You.
Cool, don't blame me. Anyways, so come to find out, a couple weeks ago,
had a master plan.
He decided that he was just gonna quit.
Call it what it is. I decided to what?
Quit.
No. What? Use your other word.
Quit. Oh. He decided that he wanted to be a manipulator.
You still gotta keep this going.
You told me to.
Even after the people spoke.
He decided that he wanted to be a manipulator, okay? And in his manipulation, allowing Satan to use him.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just playing. But in his manipulation, he...
Oh, I forgot one of my AKAs.
What?
Deacon Davis. You can't be telling people Satan using Deacon Davis.
Anyways, so he decided to try to manipulate me, and because Carl knows that I'm not gonna let something just fall. I'm not gonna let it fall through the cracks. I don't care if I gotta carry the whole house on my back. We gonna ride this out. We got this. So, orders were coming in. The business was booming, and mind you, we thought that pandemic hit, like ain't nobody trying to spend their money, but business was booming, and your girl
holding it down
in the lab, rocking it out. Get on, rocking it in the lab, rocking it out. Okay, while he's sitting on the couch.
I was working from home.
Sitting on the couch every day. He was not working from home.
I was on my work laptop.
Okay, and it was the weekend, and you was not working from home. Weekends, you still didn't even come in the lab.
No. I was working on the weekends.
No, he was not.
May not have been working at the pace that you would have liked.
He was not. Okay. Anyway, so We can
may not have been at the capacity that I worked previously, but I was there at some point. At some time.
He will make a guest appearance, and that will be every now and then. A guest appearance. So I'm in the lab working extra hard. And come to find out, his whole purpose
Hold me down.
was for himself to step back, not do anything, so that I can learn how to do pretty much everything within the business.
But did it work?
It worked, but at the same time,
I was a manipulator.
I felt like he was being a manipulator, and as a result of that, he had character issues because he tried to manipulate his wife.
This is when
who manipulates their wife.
This is when
okay.
The counselor comes out, and I start getting all these labels. But the people have already spoke about this situation, so I'm fine with these names, okay? But let's not forget, we did have multiple conversations about this very topic. You decided that this is my baby. You should carry this mantle because you're so great at it. I told you, I don't want to carry this mantle by myself. I would like for both of us to carry it. You refused. So man had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, I see why we needed to talk.
But she figured it out.
I did. I figured it out.
She got it.
And I do have it.
You don't have to sound so sad about it.
I do have it. And I'm still waiting on Mr. Davis to put his hands back to the plow. For real.
She just won't be being there doing everything again.
No, I don't. At least he needs to share the load. But anyways.
Shh. We listen. Okay. You right.
See? 10 years of marriage. I just
Yep. It's wisdom. Right. See that?
Whatever. So that is just a small intro of us and the mission that we are on and what we are wanting to share. So we're excited about this new journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
First, took a long time to get this first one out.
It did, but that's okay. Timing is everything.
We don't really have a schedule per se yet, but
be on the lookout for the next.
Listen, anytime she gotta talk, we gonna be talking because I can't do this by myself.
All right, so thank you guys for tuning in and for watching. We do have a YouTube channel. Dosage of Davises. All right, so you all can subscribe, like our video, and also you can share. But yes, Dosage of Davises. So Dosage of Davises will consist of all things Davises. Everything's kind of up under that umbrella. It's so dope. That is my women's empowerment branding, and also Man Me Too is a man, an encouragement to men and kind of navigating through life as a man, issues
which
as
is
a
hard.
man.
Yeah, I know it's hard.
So yeah, Dosage of Davises will be the umbrella of all of that. So, got anything else, babe?
No. Dosage of Davis is not the umbrella of Man Me Too.
Okay.
We got our own YouTube.
Okay.
Dosage of Davis. I mean, Man Me Too.
All right. Cool.
But I forgot. Did you ask me a question?
Did you have anything else for the people?
I love y'all. Hope somebody watched this. Yeah. See ya next time. Are we closing? Are we leaving?
All right. So we'll see you guys on the next episode of Baby Need to Talk.
Can you not say that? Just don't say it. Make it feel like we